Last week on Twende, we started our journey to southern Kajiado. We ran wild at Embash. We drank the Kilimanjaro snow at Kimana Springs. We visited the town with the best view of Kilimanjaro and met the Oloitoktokians and the community that helps make southern Kajiado a haven for wildlife.
Hii ardhi Mwenyezi Mungu ametupatia tutumie pamoja na wanyama wa pori.
This week, we visit one of the most popular parks in the world, Amboseli National Park. And as we learned last week, that we have been pronouncing it all wrong.
Amboseli.
Amboseli. Oh.
Amboseli.
Amboseli.
Hakuna
I ni Amboseli.
Amboseli.
Tuko hapa ndani ya Amboseli Park at the Elephant Research Center. We are here to meet an expert who's going to walk us through the lives of elephants and hopefully get us to a herd. Natuambia huyu ni huyu na huyu na huyu, and this is how they get to identify them.
Here we are at the border of Kenya, Tanzania. As you can see, the border is not separated with trees. Si miti ama ka fence tu hapo kakitu. Ni simiti, it's concrete. Here's where 254 ends. Here's where 255 ends. Having the best view of Kilimanjaro has its perks, drawing thousands of visitors every year to the Kenyan side. Entrance to the park is 800 Kenya shillings for all East Africans, including Kenyans, and $40 for British, Germans, and the rest of the world. Watanzania tunawapenda, and that is why mnalipa kama wa Kenya. After all, mlima ni wenyu. The park is not very big, as it is only 392 square kilometers. For context, Tsavo National Park is 35 times bigger at 14,000 square kilometers. Despite its size, it is one of the most visited parks in Kenya. The springs from Kilimanjaro form wetlands that are green throughout the year. These vast wetlands support the nearly 2,000 elephants found in the park. Some of the springs from Kilimanjaro surface inside the park, providing natural water sources for the animals. They seem to relish foraging in the marshes. Life is good here. Hapa ni kukula tu na kukunywa. Last year, there was heavy flooding in the park, which damaged infrastructure and threatened to destroy some of the accommodation places. This has turned parts of the park into a water world. Hapa wildebeest wanaweza ingia kwa maji bila kuwaogopa mamba. Sasa huyu anajionesha tu. It is a favorite for birds like pelicans, saddlebill stork, jacana, and like Nakuru, there are flamingos. I think Amboseli is the only park where one can see flamingos and elephants at the same place. The beauty of visiting a national park is each drive is unique. You just never know what you will find. After all, that is why they call it the wild. Mama lions on a stroll with their cubs, Kuna wale wanakaa karibu na mama na kuna wale wa kusumbua. Yes, wildlife is found in abundance. Everywhere I seem to look, it is there. Sasa, tunataka mjifunze Kimasai kidogo kabla kipindi kiishe. Sawa? Sabuk, Oloitiko, Oingat,
Ormakau,
and of course,
Orngatuny.
there is, however, one significant animal that is absent. That is Emuni. Decades ago, these majestic creatures roamed these plains in large herds, but are now extinct from the park. Rhinos were wiped out for their horns, and this is a constant reminder of the threat posed by man to nature. Amboseli is, however, famous for all tome. It is a good place to watch these pachyderms up close. These elephants in Amboseli have enjoyed relative peace and are thus easier to get close to than in some other parks. The elephants here enjoy peace and have been experiencing a baby boom as 248 babies were born last year alone. That is more than one elephant every 2 days. So how do you get to keep track of how many elephants are being born na hakuna maternity hospital hapa kwa msitu? Amboseli elephants are unique in the world as they are the most studied. Sasa hiyo inamaanisha nini? To understand this, I visited the Elephant Research Center located inside the park.
Yeah, tuko hapa ndani ya Amboseli Park at the Elephant Research Center. We are here to meet an expert who's going to walk us through the lives of elephants and hopefully get us to a herd. Natuambia huyu ni huyu na huyu na huyu, and this is how they get to identify them. Excited. As you can see, it's quite a unique place. It's green. I bet you didn't expect that ni green huku Amboseli. Kwa fikira tu ni dry. Soma GHC.
So I've been doing this for the last, you can't believe it, 27 years.
27 years.
I came here, I think I was 17 years.
Yeah.
While we pay to go see elephants on vacation, for Katitu, hiyo ndio job yake.
Wewe sasa we elephants, we ni ndovu tu, na research ndovu, and that's it.
Na research ndovu, na wako kwa damu yangu. Yani ninawajua kuliko saa ingine my family members.
For her to do her job well, she is allowed to drive off-road for a closer look. For me, all the elephants look the same, but for Katitu, anajua kila ndovu one by one, name by name.
When I see them,
Yeah.
I do census every day.
Oh, okay.
So let's go to this part.
Yeah.
So this is my duty work every day when I go out.
Yeah, yeah,
And then after this, when I go back to the camp,
yeah.
I enter all this data in
Into,
the computer.
yeah.
And then every end of the month, we write the report. Yeah. And this family used to be very big, and they decided to split themselves. You know, when the nature died, sometimes they get confused who can lead us, whatever.
Oh.
And then we divided them.
Yeah.
In 4 groups.
Yeah.
So this family is PA4,
PA4.
but it's still born group of the P's. Yeah. So this is the matriarch of this family. Her name is Pia.
Now that is her.
She's in the middle.
Oh, she's in the middle, the big one.
Yeah, the big one with the bird.
With the bird on top, yeah.
So, Pia and her calf, and this is the female, you see? She was born 2007. And now, she had her first calf.
Oh,
female.
now that's the 21F now.
Yeah, so when I say 10 days, yeah, something like that. I say 10 days because the day I saw her, I found her with mother with still blood in her leg. Just brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today is like 11 days.
11 days.
Yeah.
Just because she can get close to the elephant, she is still cautious because mnyama ni mnyama.
This is a massive one.
He's a massive one and he's in mask.
Yeah.
And
Is in mass meaning he's
in sexually active.
Hey,
Yeah.
so are they dangerous when they are sexually active?
Especially this one, I'm not going to stop because this male, he was Amboseli male, and he decided to leave Amboseli. So he come into when he's in sexually active. At the time he comes to Amboseli. So he's very aggressive. He is aggressive. So you don't
want to stop for too long.
For him, no. Yeah.
Hey.
He's charging cars, but the others are okay. But when they're in month, so they have different character.
Yeah.
So you see the way he's flapping his ears?
Yeah.
He's not really friendly with vehicles.
Okay, now he's not charging.
He's not charging. You see, maybe he's behaving well.
He's behaving well.
Let's hope.
Maybe he wants a photo. Maybe he wants some Instagram likes.
Oh, it's so huge.
He is a huge animal.
That smell. The smell is very strong.
Oh.
Wow.
Very peaceful.
Leo I think vile amekuja vile anaapproachiwa na magari anaenda calm down.
Oh, calm down.
Ana calm down. Kuna wakati hata hangeongojea wamekimbiza kiasi magari, lakini it's not normally Amboseli elephant to do that. Yeah, huyu ni vile where he been harassed. That why ndio sababu wako hivyo. We gave him the number, so we gave him the number X004.
X004.
Yeah.
And X004 is on hit.
Yes, X004 is on hit, and he's really handsome boy. If
you
look at him, but it's good for him when he's in mass. He come in with his estrus female. He met the female, so and also the more the bull have beautiful tusks, so the more Amboseli still stay with big elephant and big tusks because because of that genetic. And that time you see Amboseli have big tusks because of team, and other bulls we had in Amboseli for so many years they have big tusks. So the tusks still remain because they still those genes of big tusks. My boss, she likes Chelsea so much.
Yeah, oh really?
Sana, she's a Chelsea fan. And she named one elephant from BB's family. Didier Drogba.
Didier Drogba. Good.
So sometimes we do name them after footballers. Like this year, let's say the guy who are born 2016. Name after footballers. Or African named country areas.
Okay.
We have Gilgil.
Yeah, because now from 2016 Garissa, now they are 5 years old.
If you can cough up 500,000 Kenya shillings, you can also have an elephant named after you. Okay, hizi ni sisi tuliandika, lakini pia kuna vile hiyo do. After all, if I am paying 500,000 Kenya shillings, I want everybody to see my name on the elephant. Allah, iko nini? Okay, it doesn't work like that. Lakini KWS, hiyo pia ni idea. Mimi ile pesa ninayo inaweza tu name Dick kama nikijifinya sana wildebeest.
Oh, sema, wow. Nimeona ki-elephant Kisupu sana. Iko na sometimes describe aje. Okay. So ndio task zake ni kazi ziko hivi alafu masikio yake ni kaya yametoboa. Sijui ma elephants huwa wanatoboa.
Ndovu wakizaliwa na
kwanza ilikuwa mbili hapa chini
okay. Ana pembe kubwa sana.
Sana alafu zinakaa hivi.
Okay. Ndovu wakizaliwa wazaliwi na max na hizo notch. Lakini the more wanapita kichaka nini wanaraduliwa masikio. Okay, na mimi najua huyo ndovu ni nani. Ndovu wote wa Amboseli wana picha.
Si huyu.
Sio huyu, si alama maana.
Hapana, si hiyo.
Okay. Umeona kama umedescribe pembe zinakaa hivi.
Ni huyu. Ona hapa bas ndio huyu. Ilikuwa na hivi na hapa.
Basi huyu anaitwa Craig. Hata ndio hii jina yake. Ndovu dume wana code na majina na mwaka wa kuzaliwa na mama yake na ile familia anatoka. Na hii ndio wakati tulipiga hii picha, so si ya kitambo.
Si ya kitambo 2018.
May 2018.
So sisi tunapigwa picha Uhuru Park, hawa wanapigwa picha Amboseli Park. Okay.
For identification. Napigwa left na right. Sasa wewe ndio umeona hii. Na umeona hii alama poa sana.
So huyu anaitwa Craig.
Anaitwa Craig.
Craig
Craig.
Okay. Craig.
The Amboseli National Park is not big, but when put together with the other community conservancies like Kimana, it forms a large ecosystem that stretches to Chulu Hills in Makueni and even farther into Savo. This ecosystem is coming under threat because of increased human activities. Growth of urban areas and expansion of farming land into wildlife corridors and dispersal areas means the land for wildlife is getting smaller. Efforts to conserve this unique ecosystem by the community, KWS, and conservation groups are bearing fruit, ensuring that the spectacle will be here for our coming generations. Kama hakuna wanyama, then the mountain would not be as thrilling on the Kenyan side. The animals on the Kenyan side are not bound by the boundaries of the country. After all, their ancestors were not invited to the Berlin Conference of 1884. They freely crossed from the park to Kilimanjaro National Park in Tanzania. Here there are no border officials, customs or anyone to stop them. After all, nani anaweza kujaribu kumsimamisha ndovu? You may recall that earlier I had tried to get to Tanzania through Lake Jipe and Lake Chala. I decided to give it another try, a fourth time. So how does this imaginary line drawn by the Europeans look like, and how do the people there live? We visited Ntarara, 15 kilometers from Oloitoktok, and I got to see what it looks like.
Here we are at the border of Kenya, Tanzania. As you can see, the border is not separated with trees. Si miti ama kafence tu hapo kakitu. Ni simiti, it's concrete. Here's where 254 ends. Here's where 255 ends. 254, 255, 254, 255, 254, 255. Yeah?
Just like in Jipe, the communities here get along just fine. They also get to move freely without any restrictions. After all, in 1885, their ancestors woke up one morning and discovered they belonged to two different nations. The community on the Tanzania side are predominantly Chagas, who are farmers, and on the Kenyan side, it is predominantly Maasai.
Here at the border, tuko hapa na rafiki yangu, my new friend anaitwa Agustin. Agustin, tuambie, Maisha hapa boda hapa, kwanza hapa panaitwaje? Mtu akitaka kununua soda atanunua wapi? Na unaweza taka kuambia Wakenya na Watanzania nini?
Hapa ndio boda.
Okay.
Na hapa panaitwa Nayeme. Nayeme ambayo ni mpakani hapa. Nayeme. Maarufu sana kibanda kama hiki hapa kinaitwa ni White House. Nyumba kama ile ndio ina jina ni White House. Mahusiano na ya Kenya na Tanzania kwa kweli hapa ni mazuri sana.
Mazuri
Ni mazuri sana. Naweza nikasema ni mazuri sana. Yaani tunashirikiana vizuri sana hapa. Tunashirikiana vizuri sana. Yaani sisi mara nyingi huwa tunaenda huku. Tunachukua inani huku Kenya. Tunapata bidhaa na wao wanakuja wenzetu nao wanapata bidhaa kwa njia nzuri.
Okay, sawa basi. Ndio. Hii place ni poa sana. Kwanza kutoka hapa tu hapa kupumzika, nimeambia hapa Wakenya wengi hukuja hapa tu kurelax. Na tisa unaweza nunua vitu na pesa ya Kenya. Oh, okay. So hapo utanunua na pesa ya Kenya. Okay.
The Tanzania side is densely populated, and thus they lease land on the Kenyan side where there are still huge tracts of land. In the morning, this army of expatriates cross over every day to work on the farms and head back in the evening. The people here are the same. They speak one language and have also intermarried. All that separates us is this imaginary white line. I have met people who, despite their simple lives, are happy. I have seen how the mountain provides for the people and the animals. Southern Kajiado is a beautiful destination. There are vast open spaces, sources of numerous rivers, amazing wildlife, dedicated people who are ensuring that we preserve this natural heritage for future generations. I feel like I've just scratched the surface.
We've come to the end of this wonderful experience. Kajiado County has so much to offer. Tumeenda Oloitoktok, where the water is like, that's why it's called Oloitoktok. Embash, where I was running like a lunatic. Tumeingia Amboseli, we're just about to leave Amboseli. I've seen species of birds I never knew existed. I've seen, herds of elephants, or herd of elephants, actually herds. I've seen different ones. I've learned how they're being named, yani nama alphabet. Also I've learned, ukikuja hii area, unaweza dress hivi. Don't come with open shoes. This place is quite dusty. Don't come with open shoes. Dress like this, but then also come with something warm. Juu siku kuna njepe kabisa. But anyway, thank you so much for being with us. Join us next episode, traveling with NTV. If there's a place you would like to go, just comment hapo. Tumekupatia hizo ma details. Just comment, tell us, we'll take you there. You'll live vicariously through us, yeah? But it's time to go. Cheers. Unaona uvae hivi. Thank you na socks. Bye.